Take a moment. Think. Who is it? Who's that person that lives in the back of your mind? The one you just thought of. Do they make your heart pound when they walk in a room? Or even now, just thinking about them? Have you ever wondered why? Maybe it's their eyes. Maybe it's their smile, or the way they laugh. Or maybe it's simply the way they make you feel. The rush, the butterflies. But it's more than just that, right? Maybe it's the way the world around you slowly crumbles away, leaving two people in a sort of natural harmony, a state of bliss, a state of perfection. Do you remember how it all started? Do you remember what it was like without them? It starts small. The first time you met them, did you know? Probably not. It's not a feeling we can decipher immediately. In the beginning, we live in the present, take it as it comes, even if that initial spark has already come and gone. The beginning is so innocent, isn't it? You don't know it yet, but these first moments will one day feel so surreal, truly irreplicable, almost as if they never happened. It's new. It's exciting. No matter how many times you've been through it before, it always feels so unpredictable, so unique. Think about that first date. When you were getting ready, how far in the future were you thinking? When you picked them up for the first time, were the words, "I love you," on the tip of your tongue? What'd you talk about? What was that first thing you said that made them laugh? That laugh that you'll never quite shake once you hear it. Do you remember how that day turned to night, just like that? Or did it feel longer than usual? It's one of those rare instances where time seems to break character, swelling and wrinkling with no clear intent or consistency. At first, it lurks in the shadows, only revealing itself in small but priceless moments. Those wrinkles and swells that are so pure, so real. It can be anything, really. A certain look, a certain touch, that first kiss. And when you said goodnight, you just knew. Something clicked. It didn't feel like goodbye because it wasn't. Everything moves quickly after that first night, in the best way possible. There's an undeniable natural progression that takes over. You start spending more and more time together, sharing more and more of those moments together. As you keep moving forward, you suddenly have all these memories frozen in time with this one person. And as you reflect on your collection, it hits you harder than anything before. And you realize you've felt this way since the beginning, but just didn't know what it meant. But now you do. And when those three short words, leave your mouth for the first time, and you wait, and the seconds, they feel like decades. And finally, their lips start to move, and you hear them say those three words back to you. And nothing has ever felt more right, more real. All of those special moments in that archive of recollection were leading up to this one sliver of time. 5 seconds of perfection, flawlessly captured and preserved in a dream. Things start to change, and it's a good change. Change that continues to redefine what it means to be in love. You learn that love isn't just one color, it's not a singularity. Each day, each minute even, can be a different shade in an ever-shifting gradient. While those vibrant oranges and pinks are unparalleled, they don't last forever. It's in those darker hues where love is tested. What do you do when the person you care about most is hurting more than they or even you ever have? Of course you want to help, and you wish there was something, anything you could do to right the wrong. But some things you just can't fix. So there's only one thing you can do. Be there. Be the person they need you to be. Which is, put simply, you. After all, that's really all loving someone means, isn't it? They're just a person that for some unexplainable chemical reason you'd do anything for. It takes time, but you get through it. Together. It makes you realize that they need you just as much as you need them. There's always highs and lows, just like with anything. What more can you do than cherish every second of the ups and ride out the downs together? However, sometimes it's not that simple, is it? Something just gets in the way. You just stop trying. And whatever's causing it, it's a fog that doesn't seem to lift. While love can feel inexplicably material for a few seconds here and there, it never truly transcends reality, does it? Meaning that while love is seemingly immeasurable, there can be a limit. It becomes the only thing you could see to now the only thing you can't. As the pressure builds, you crack. Something you never thought could fail disintegrates right before your eyes. It's an unusual feeling, isn't it? There's so many emotions and so many thoughts. Too many, really. But as the light flickers out, you're ultimately left with one thing: darkness. It becomes part of your shadow. It seems like there's always something to remind you, something to take you back. Every long walk, every late night, those 5 seconds, they all stay ingrained in your mind, and you can't help but to play them back every time you miss them, still wondering where everything went wrong. There's no one-size-fits-all for moving on, and it can seem unfathomable at first. Over time, the regret and sorrow does start to dissipate. You realize that the pain is really just a byproduct of love, real love. Because things that are real and true are the hardest things to give up. Every once in a while, you still wonder how they're doing. Wonder if they think about the same things you do. How you wish things could have been different. As you stumble through life, maybe falling in or out of love with someone else, or maybe just getting by on your own, the past grows distant. The once wild and uncontrollable flame reduced to ashes. Distinguished, yet warm. And if you're lucky enough, one day you're gifted another 5 seconds, another moment, one of clarity. And maybe it's a new moment, a new love. Or maybe, just maybe, it's something different. Not a moment, a dream.